what you reading? Sorry if I spooked you there. How are you feeling, by the way? That's wonderful to hear. That is good indeed. So what brings you here at the library? Ah, I see. I see. No kidding. Well, funny enough, I decided to stop by because, I thought I'd perhaps do a bit of research on some things. Got myself quite a hefty encyclopedia right here. Do you mind if I perhaps take a seat next to you? All right then. Here we go. Okay. So, do you want to know more about what I've been up to? More than happy to share it with you. I've been looking through some of these encyclopedias about certain artifacts and other kind of what they call mythology, legends, myths, and all that kind of stuff. Just been brushing up on a bit of research because I believe there might be a few clues here about another client coming up, and he's been wanting to have a certain item retrieved. Yeah, exactly. So, what I'm hoping is to be learning a few notes here. I hope you don't mind if I perhaps stick around a little bit with you. Maybe just make a little bit of notes here and there alongside. A little bit of chatting. All that kind of stuff. How does that sound? Alright then, alright. If I am getting a bit too intrusive or anything like that, you just let me know, alright? Good. Okay then, okay. Let's see now. Now, it would appear that this certain artifact that I've been researching upon, it would appear that it holds a peculiar power. So the legends say. I always take this with a grain of salt. Sometimes it's nowhere near as powerful as what the books seem to claim. Sometimes they don't even work at all. But according to this particular artifact, supposedly, it has the power to turn dirty water clean. Now, again, I'm gonna take this with a real grain of salt, but if it is true, the client, I'm sure, is gonna be very happy. If not, well, that's just the gamble that the client is taking here. So, it says here that, let me just kind of skip through this part. This is just filler. Here it is. Now, apparently, you've got to say these particular words right here. It's not in English, you see. Probably gonna have to get this translated just to be sure, but apparently, when you take the artifact and you dip it into a container of water, and at a very particular time of the day, roughly between the hours of, I think it's between roughly around midnight. So I'm presuming there's probably going to be a couple of minutes of leeway. But apparently, if you say these particular words roughly around midnight, as close as possible, while using this artifact dipped inside the dirty water, right afterwards, it'll be clean. Pretty fascinating, huh? Well, the story of it certainly seems so, but, again, can't confirm it's true yet. But that's just part of the job, you see, so I guess I'm gonna be looking around for this old thing. I heard from a trustworthy source, let's say, an eyewitness. Let's call him that. I heard from an eyewitness that, funnily enough, it might be around this area. roughly around this town, still waiting on the exact details, but hopefully, shouldn't be too difficult to acquire. Would you be up for helping with that? I love that enthusiasm. Excellent, excellent. Well, now that you're here, I'll tell you about this other artifact I've been looking upon. Let me just flick through some more pages. Here we go. Here we are. This is an interesting one. Looks like a average everyday walking cane, doesn't it? That's right, it very much does. Love the little diagram here of the sculpture of the head. Almost looks like a alert bulldog. Now, the interesting thing about this is, supposedly, if you were to have this in your possession, let's say that you wanted to go for a walk in the countryside, the peculiar thing about this is it won't let you get tired. That's right. Apparently it's enchanted. Gives the person who uses it superb stamina, but only if they're still holding the head with one of their hands. So you could basically just go for a hike day in, day out, never get tired. Sounds like a rather peculiar enchantment, but we've got another client who is interested in that as well. And I believe, if I recall correctly, another quote-unquote eyewitness said that, funnily enough, I think it might be in the next town over, at a certain store, behind some glass. No, I'm not gonna get you to go in there and smash it all up to grab it. Don't want you getting in trouble with the police. I'm already on the case with that one. Got someone over there who's gonna be checking that out, probably next week. Trying to get that acquired. I've been speaking to the owner, and from the sounds of it, from what he's telling me, kind of old guy, old gentleman, doesn't seem to use kind of technology, so I guess he wasn't able to take a photo for me, but no matter. Someone's gonna go collect that. Gonna try and see if we can haggle a bit with him to get it for a cheaper price, because he's asking for quite a lot, you see, but gotta be diplomatic. That's the fun part, is being diplomatic, using the right words, the right kind of responses in order to get the best deal. It's all a part of business, of course. So I guess we'll see if that's really enchanted or not. Oh, there's something else. Something else in here. I've got to show you this. Let's just flip through the pages a bit more. Almost there. Wonderful. Here we go. This looks like a funky cape, doesn't it? I agree, it does look quite pretty. Looks very, very colorful as well. A lovely blend of colors and patterns and whatnot. Still, not many people these days bother with capes. So, I don't imagine anyone wearing this and letting themselves stand out. But so I've heard. Apparently, it's got a pretty interesting effect on its own. Supposedly, you wear this little old thing, and you can detect the aura of nearby enchanted artifacts, up to, supposedly, roughly about 64 meters, but that's just rough estimation. This thing, I've also heard, might be in this area as well. There's another old little, kind of like average everyday junk shop. Well, some might call it that, but it's more like an antique store. And I've heard rumors that this is being on display there. And the problem is, though, that the owners are they're very tight-lipped, hush-hush about it. Whenever people try to talk to them about buying it, they kind of like shoo it off. They say that it's not for sale. Maybe I might be able to persuade them because this item might be very handy indeed. You never know if a client's going to be asking for this, but for us, this could really make our work much easier. So, I'm going to be trying to sweet talk them that way, and if need be, maybe I could have them for dinner. Maybe a delicious meal might just persuade them. Don't worry. I'm not going to put them in any danger or anything like that, or put the scare on them. I think it's good to be diplomatic about these things. Maybe I might be able to kind of really put on a case for them. Maybe something like that will be enough to make them, shall we say, see the light in this case. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see about that, won't we? So those seem to be all the things that I've been looking here. Well, this has been fun. Tell you what. I'm just gonna go and head on out. I'll get these books checked out and head back to the office. You working tomorrow, aren't you? I thought so. Well, tell you what, I guess I'll see you around then, alright? You stay safe now, and if you need anything, you drop me a call. Alright then, I'll see you soon, my star employee. Alright, I'll see you soon then, my star employee.